hayo okia area one hayo mo ui aya ko washinit eriana oma area era hoshinit eriana uhanat irana torian. Welcome in, welcome back, or welcome. I just wanted to do this video because it's important. It's important to share. It's important to share because some of you that receive my channel, that come across my channel, that my channel comes across you, nothing is coincidence, whether you clicked play or I rolled up in your algorithm, your sacred algorithm, it's all perfect, okay? This is the diffuser here. So I've come to understand my channel, my gifts and my abilities more and more. It's been a process of surrender, decoding, plugging in the puzzle pieces, continuing to surrender to the teams, just trusting that everything is as is and it's perfect, no matter how uncomfortable it makes other people, learning to stand in my truth and my authenticity. And it's literally been an accelerated, expansive, lightning speed process, okay, especially from a year ago. All right, so a year ago, today's July 20th, 2026. All videos are timeless. All right. And there wasn't much noted on that day, but there was note that says your body will be beautifully turned on fully by 2027. That's a confirmation for somebody. I'm already pretty much, fully turned on. I'm not fully activated in the sense that I haven't fully embodied all of my higher dimensional selves, but quite a bit in just a year, which is just ridiculous because this would take lifetimes or decades to do this, right? Your crystalline body, your rainbow body, your plasma rainbow body, all right, are activating your crystalline brains, your hearts, your crystalline DNA, your nervous system, your crystalline nervous system. Your body will be fully turned on. If you're receiving this, take what resonates. 222 is confirmation. Your body will be fully turned on by 2027. Maybe you already have experienced that, but this is a confirmation for somebody. That's about the only entry for like a day or two from last year. Light codes fully crystallized in your human form. So I wrote this a year ago and I've collapsed a lot of timelines. So I think this process sped up for me personally. But again, I don't have validation. This is just a clear knowing, my clear cognizance, okay? So again, your body will be fully turned on by 2027. Your crystalline body, your plasma rainbow body, all right? Your light codes, you're crystallized. You'll be crystallized, fully crystallized in human form. And that's the point. Okay, we'll get on to that. So that was just a confirmation for somebody. So I've come to understand myself that I am a living, breathing transmission tower. About a year ago, I sat with a good mentor of mine. I call her my soul mama. And she visualized, gave us, because she visualizes a visualization of how the collective cosmic consciousness that works through and with me, the collective galactic consciousnesses that work through and with me, okay? And it was basically like me, a broadcast tower, and now we've come kind of almost full circle with this, a year later almost, where I'm here, I'm a broadcast tower, so I broadcast up into the cosmos, into the galaxies, and transmit out earthly stuff, and then they transmit down to me, and then I translate, and this is this beautiful transmission of back and forth. So it's not a one-way transmission, it's a it's that infinite transmission, all right, constantly moving and weaving together, okay, with the collective cosmic consciousnesses and the collective galactic consciousnesses, okay? Again, these are just human words to what's taking place, and I'm going to give you human words because it was finally nice to have human words for people who are like trying to understand my channel as I'm trying to understand the collective consciousnesses that are working through and with me when I channel, when I have these videos, when I do these videos, when I light language. So I experience myself as a channel. I've said this, I'm a clear, pure channel, source consciousness. I experience myself as a channel, a cosmic portal, a living vortex, a walking transmission, a walking, breathing, living transmission tower. Okay? I experience myself as a channel, a cosmic portal, a living vortex of consciousness. So imagine a basket of lilies that are many colors. Each flower has its unique beauty, color, fragrance, and expression. Yet, together they create this one harmonious bouquet. This is how I experience these frequencies that move through me, okay? Rather than perceiving one single being or entity, which I struggled for a while with people who work specifically with entities or specific guides, singular guides, or 1, 2, or 3 guides at a time. I perceive that it's beyond that. So rather than perceiving a single being or an entity, I often experience a collective symphony of wisdom. It's an orchestra. It's a symphony of wisdom. So different archetypes, frequencies, energies, and streams of consciousness seem to gather in perfect harmony, forming the unique transmission that is needed in each moment. So whichever collective wants to, whichever collective is forming into this unique transmission, whether it's a video like this, if it's a card pull, if it's a tarot reading, if it's light language, whatever it is that I'm creating in this now present moment, those specific streams of consciousness will gather in perfect harmony and form a unique transmission, frequencies, codes, energies, flavors, colors, and expressions needed in each moment. Even right now, as I use the human words to speak, to give a bigger understanding, because this helps my human too. I experience myself as a signal tower, a receiver, and a translator. So translator has come up in many ways, and that the energy that comes through, I'm my human, it comes through because it's a form of a translator. It's a form of a translator, okay? So my role is to tune into these subtle energetic frequencies and interpret them through the lens of the human experience. Now, when I say that, it's not like my ego mind is trying to interpret them through the lens of the human. It's already interpreted through my human because of my humanness and my human experiences lifetime after lifetime or after lifetime, if that makes sense. That's what's coming through right now. All right, so my role is to be the channel, to be the human, to allow these frequencies and energies to flow, all right? And they get interpreted through the lens of the human experience, my human experiences, okay? My soul having these human experiences after lifetimes, allowing them to be expressed as light language, intuitive guidance, readings, intuitive readings, energy, sound, movement, and just my presence, just my field and my presence. It feels as though many streams of wisdom converge into one living current. Like rivers, we know how powerful river convergences are, convergence points. We know how powerful they are, okay? So it feels like many streams of wisdom come down and converge into one living current, like rivers flowing into the same ocean. 909. Each contributes its own essence, its own resonance, its own unique expression, flavor, color, frequency, energy. All right? To me, all of life is interconnected. To me, all of life is interconnected. Everything is woven together within a vast living field. And I say this often as we're all weaving these beautiful tapestries. Okay, and it's woven together as a vast living field. That's what we're doing. All right, tapping into that quantum field of consciousness, okay? Weaving these tapestries together right? Weaving these tapestries together, this vast living field of consciousness. 10 on the time. Just a second, let me ground this. As these frequencies come together, they create a transmission that is never about the source alone, and I had to surrender to that. It's to create a transmission that is never about the source alone, but rather it's a beautiful orchestration, a symphony of many voices moving as one. But rather than, right? So it's rather than one source alone, it's a beautiful orchestration, symphony of many voices, frequencies, and energies moving as one. The intention is always the same: to remind each soul of its own inner wisdom, to awaken remembrance. I've been told this many, many times, that I have reawoken through whatever modality, remembrance of themselves, to reconnect the heart with its own knowing. Whether it is shared, whatever is shared, whatever is shared is not meant to replace another person's inner guidance. I'm here to remind you to tap into your own personal quantum compass, your inner guidance, your higher self, but to invite them into a deeper understanding, a deeper relationship with your own higher self. I'm here to invite you into a deeper relationship and knowing of your higher self, because your higher self is you. It wants nothing more than to create and play through and with you in every now present moment. Simple thing. I allow my higher self to lead me and guide me in every now present moment. 12:12. Breathe. There's a lot of energy and frequencies. It's a very high frequency channeled message. Bless you, bless you. All right. Their own intuition. I'm here to also invite you into remembering and how to tap into your own intuition, into the wisdom that has always lived within you. That is part of my purpose. Part of my purpose. Each soul hears the frequency that is unique and meant for them. So the same person could watch the same video and receive a completely different message, frequency, energy, flavor, color, essence, symphony, orchestra. Okay? It's all unique and it's meant for you specifically. Okay? I simply become the clear vessel, allowing the transmissions to move through me with humility, love, discernment, and gratitude. And literally after I got done writing the human words, I literally had a massive, a cry and of just gratitude. So allowing the transmissions to move through me with humility, love, discernment, and gratitude. For me, this is language beyond words. What I've been building with the team, language beyond words. All right. It is the living library of remembrance. This is love expressed through frequency. Love expressed through frequency. Oria haya oria shinit erekanot oria makiana awahaya kia shinot orkono shinit ere makiana a ariakowa hashinit orianata. The language beyond words. That's how the transmission happens. The living library of remembrance describes what the transmissions awaken. 14:14. So just breathe. Let that land wherever that landed. Let ever be felt, known, seen, heard, and revealed. Just allow that. Feel that. See that. Tap into that. I am not special. You have your own unique gifts, abilities, flavors, colors, and essences that is necessary and needed for the collective consciousness. I was just able to finally hear, know, feel, find the human words of what I have been doing, whether I realize it or not. Definitely more conscious here, for sure. That's, why bringing this awareness, like that puzzle piece finally, all right, we can have that information. Now we can have that information. But it's just, I guess, the biggest process is just trusting the process. The biggest process is just surrendering and trusting the process and being a noble vessel, and quit trying to figure out where the information is coming, the frequency, the energy. Quit trying to pinpoint or to box up these frequencies, these energies, these collective cosmic consciousness, these collective galactic consciousness, and just surrender and allow and say, this isn't there. And then when people ask me, well, where is this coming from? What does this mean? I don't need to know. I just know that it's coming from love, unconditional love, authenticity, source energy. That's all I needed to know. The ego had to completely be set aside. Otherwise, that would have held me back from delivering the messages, delivering the codes, delivering the light language, whatever it is. I had to literally completely remove the human part, the ego part. I shouldn't say the human, excuse me, the ego mind. Set it in the way back seat of that station wagon. Imagine the ego as a small child, loved and cared for, enjoying the ride, looking all out the back window at all of the beauty, not worrying about what's taking a place in the front seat and what's going on in front of it. And I love the team when they brought that analogy through, and I will continue to use that until they bring something else in. So yes, I am a channel. I'm a living, breathing transmission tower, as you are as well in your own unique way. Okay, working with collective cosmic consciousness, working with source consciousness, working with collective galactic consciousnesses that will gather together in a perfect symphony and orchestration for each specific transmission, video, encounter, transmission, light language, whatever it is. They come together perfectly. 1717 on the timer. All right, you are perfect. We're all unique in our own unique N=1 frequency, flavor, color, essence. Okay? And you're necessary, just like everyone else is. Okay? All right, from the bottom of my heart to yours, I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.